right, man. Let's talk about Jahmyr Gibbs. They saying that they using him as a traditional wide receiver. Now, a lot of people had an issue with Jahmyr Gibbs being drafted. What was it? I don't know what they moved down to. They moved out to 5 to 8. I think they drafted him at 8. People were saying it was a reach. Now, I think one sub said that he wanted the Lions to draft Jahmyr Gibbs. You know, he said over Bijan Robinson. I was a Bijan Robinson guy, but you know, Brad Holmes said that Bijan Robinson just wasn't their flavor. Not saying he was better, but he just really wasn't their flavor, or receiver or whatever. So, or a running back, but he could do some of the same things that Jahmyr Gibbs could. You know, but I just think they felt like Bijan Robinson was more of a workhorse back, and Jahmyr, you could sprinkle him in, and they was looking more of a guy to sprinkle in. And with DeAndre Swift, you know, people acting all surprised that we got rid of DeAndre Swift. Like, dude, that dude was never healthy. You know? But I felt that they felt like they could sprinkle Jahmyr Gibbs in a lot better, because Bijan Robinson got highlights of catching the ball down the field and receiver too. But I just feel like he's more of an all-purpose, like more of a workhorse. And with Jahmyr Gibbs, they wanted more of a scat back receiver, you know, type of back. Kind of how that running back was out of Memphis that ended up going to Washington, Antonio Gibbs. You know, he was more of a, utility guy at the University of Michigan too. University of Memphis. So check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So yeah, he been lining up as traditional receiver, and there was a couple times where you hear sometimes that he was running like real deep routes, and Jared Goff was missing them. And Jared Goff's missing everybody in camp, and they saying, well, J-Mo is not running his routes the way he supposed to run them. Well, what about Josh Reynolds and Jahmyr Gibbs and everybody else that he missing? You know? So, but yeah, they lining him up. He doing deep. So now you see kind of like Brad Holmes said it, but you know, people don't listen. I think it's better. People better seeing it than listening a lot of the times. And he said that they were really looking to use. They looked at him as a weapon, not just as a running back. So when we kind of think about it, we talking about he probably gonna be running, you know, whip routes. Texas route, option routes, swing routes, wheel routes out the backfield. But for the most part, he gonna be running real routes. So he gonna be in the slide. He gonna split outside. So I think part of that is why they don't feel like they need another wide receiver, because they're going to find creative ways to get him. They're going to make him an actual receiving weapon. And people forget, too, David Montgomery can catch the ball out the backfield as well. You know, David Montgomery can catch the ball out the backfield as well, bro. So people forgetting that too. People actually forgetting that. So you know, that's something to kind of look at. But now you seeing why they feel like they good at wide receiver. So you ain't gonna just see him in the slot. You gonna see them lined up out wide. They're gonna make him a matchup nightmare. And their offense really gonna revolve around, especially early on, matchup nightmares. That's getting a linebacker on the back. That's gonna get St. Brown just lined up everywhere in the slot. You're gonna see him a lot outside. Josh Reynolds slotting outside. Khalif Raymond. Sam Laporta, James Mitchell, Brock Wright. They gonna try to get a lot of mismatches. Their offense gonna look a lot different this year, especially without Jameson Williams. So you're gonna see them just getting matchup nightmares. And I think you might see a less explosive offense going down the field until Jameson Williams get back. And I think a lot of your explosion down the field, like it or not, is gonna come from Laporta and James Mitchell and Josh Reynolds and Khalif Raymond. That's what I think a lot of your explosive plays and Laporta. That's where a lot of your stretch plays gonna come from early on. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. You know. Gibbs and Laporta and Mitchell, that's who they really gonna be trying to get matchup nightmares with. You know? That's who they really gonna be trying to get matchup nightmares with. But you know, that's how they want to use Gibbs. And what's gonna make it even more deadlier is David Montgomery's ability to catch the ball out the backfield. That's what's gonna make it just as much more deadlier too. So yeah, so now you kind of getting this a sneak peek into what they want to do with their backs. With Jahmyr Gibbs, and that's get him going. That's just get him involved in every single way. You know, and that's kind of how they did Clyde Edwards-Helaire for the Chiefs. You know, he was catching the ball more than he was running it. You know, and that's kind of what they wanted DeAndre Swift to do, but DeAndre Swift just couldn't stay healthy enough to do it. So they really putting his value as him as that weapon. You used to see that in college football a lot with Percy Harvin. You know, you got a couple guys like that. What's my man's name from West Virginia? You got Pat White and Tavon Austin. You kind of seeing now they kind of going more towards that in the NFL. I remember Warren Sapp, I forget who tried to do the option in the NFL, and Warren Sapp said we got too much speed for the option and the Wildcat and all that shit. A few years later, a lot of people started using the Wildcat and the option. Yup. You know, and then, you know, then the spread offense came and took over the NFL. You know. So now you seeing the emergence of the athlete. They calling it the weapon, but in college, if you don't really have a defined position coming out of high school into college, you just be defined as an athlete. And now you seeing, once again, the NFL continues to cherry pick off of amateur football. From the option to the spread, from the option to the Wildcat to the spread offense. You know, they continue to steal off that tree. Now you got the reemergence of just a weapon. I think they really want to use him like Percy Harvin. And I think once people kind of, if it materialized, he stayed healthy and it worked the way it's supposed to work, I think we gonna realize and be like, well, that's why they didn't really want no receivers, or they felt like they didn't need any additional receivers. They kind of want to create matchup nightmares. They want to create matchup nightmares for, you know, they want to create matchup nightmares for you know, for they you know, they just want to make up matchup nightmares. And I think that's kind of what Ben Johnson is kind of alluding to. Their offense is changing. And New England used to do that. You know, when they changed the game with James White, Hernandez, Gronkowski, and they was finding, and Wes Welker and Edelman, their offense was hard to track because they just went off matchup. Not every week it changed. And they had personnel offensively that people weren't prepared for. They committed to smash mouth football, and they found creative ways to get Hernandez the football, Gronk the football, White the football, and a lot of people just couldn't really pick up on what they was doing. So yeah, man. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Excuse me. For more videos like this, appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, or Spotify and Anchor. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.